Hello guys, welcome to another video. We need to talk. So by the title you can see that today's topics is going to be about Pat Mcgrath Heart's Desire Collection, and inside of that collection we are having Daring Desire eyeshadow quad, which interestingly enough I think I'm wearing on my eyes today, at least for the most part. I'll explain everything. This collection will be available on January 18th for everybody that is interested. I will show you some swatches from the official website and everything, and I will explain why I will skip this one. So this is supposed to be her Valentine's collection for this year, and inside of this collection we also have two lipsticks, also a highlighter, which by the way it looks gorgeous if you ask me. I will also put the video tutorial for this eye makeup look right here so you can watch it while I talk and explain everything. Of course, if you have any questions, let me know in the comment section down below. So here's what happened. Pat Mcgrath started, obviously as always, teasing us that something new is coming and showing the packaging and everything, and I think for the most part, for a lot of us, when we saw the packaging, that gorgeous blue against the red one, well, at least I thought we were gonna get specific shade of a blue, because for me that was like the main color outside of the packaging. But what we end up with was actually this color story, which I was like, okay, the left side, classic Pat Mcgrath, we have light shimmer, like kind of highlighty shimmer, which I always appreciate, I always love, whether it's matte or shimmery. And also we have deeper matte shade. We have more pinks. I know a lot of us can't even, kind of running away from even seeing, I think, pinks from Pat Mcgrath. But you know what, I thought this pink and this like violet purple color, they kind of you know what, they kind of reminded me from her Mothership 11, these two shades right here, which I absolutely love. So they did remind me of that contrast, and I'm like, okay, and this is in a quad, and I'm thinking, okay, this has to be like, probably this is a special shade. And the way I saw swatches and makeup application, everything, I was like really interested, even though we already have those type of colors. But you never know, especially with her swatches. I'm never 100% sure, because until I like literally see and open the palette, I'm not sure what I'm working with, you know. So I was like, okay, that was interesting and got me curious, honestly. But one thing I haven't realized right away, because I didn't do research and it wasn't labeled on I don't think it's labeled on their website or announced on Instagram. The only thing that I believe they said is in context of bringing back the shades that were like one of the most popular from the last year. Anyways, what happens, out of 4 shades, like all 4 shades are repeated shades. 3 of them are from already existing, recently released Bijoux Brilliance collection, Mothership Bijoux Brilliance Jeweled Temptation. Literally, like literally those shades. By the way, I'm not going to purchase the palette, but if in the meantime, if anyone knows anything and have this palette, if I'm going to say anything that it's not according to what's going to be released within that palette, please let me know. As far as I've done my research, and what I do think about it is that the names of these shades are exact same names and exact same colors from this palette, and I'm going to insert swatches right now so you can see. And those are Star Garnet, which is this, it's not even a duochrome, like if it's just a little bit, it's this pink color. Then we have medium to deep matte Daring Desire shade, and also we have, with the black base, Amethyst Noir, which is purple duochrome. I did really love this purple shade, and I think this was one of my favorite shades from all of the Bijoux collection. By the way, I did purchase entire Bijoux collection. Honestly, for that price that it was, I don't think it's worth that much. So the first shade here is called Galactic Glow. I don't have that one from her, that was the year before, holiday palette. So what I did mix, because it reminds me so much of a highlighter shade. I did mix a little bit of Golden Moonlight highlighter right here with Platinum Moonlight shade from Lunar Nightshade, just to have an idea of what am I working with here when it comes to that light shade. And that's what just generally reminded me of, right? Because I don't have that original palette, so I just put this one in. So once I realized I own, for the most part, I own that eyeshadow quad, that it is going to cost $56 or 63 euros in my case when I order it without shipping. That's a lot. And for that price, I would love to have like her regular stir packaging and also her Italian formula and special shades. But if what we are going to get in that palette is what we have right here, and I think it is. This is not her Italian formula, this is her US formula, assembled in Dominican Republic, meaning we are gonna get cardboard packaging, which I'm not against cardboard, like environment-wise talking about cardboard, I completely understand that. And again, outside packaging, that's fine, and understand this costs much more than this. And that is fine, but why we don't get reduced price? So when I combine everything, cardboard packaging, formula that is not top notch, we don't have special shades, we don't have that Italian formula, I'm sorry, but what are we paying for? So what I wanted to say right here is that if I haven't read, well, now we all know because of all of those comments, if I haven't read those comments, seen those comments, people realizing that it says, same formula from this palette, or if I haven't done my research, I would bought that palette thinking that that is a new palette, new shades, even though they seem like repeat shades. Again, because it is new, I would test it and I would try it, but apparently I already have this on my eyes and I'm supposed to pay now even more than this, which I'm not super impressed with this all outline. So no matter how beautiful, gorgeous, easy blending, whatever these eyeshadows are before that, my point was why I don't have information clearly that this is already existing palette. Like literally making quad out of these eyeshadows. Why? I would love for that to be transparent. And what happens here, apparently, in Bijoux Brilliance, we had two different Mega Mothership palettes. The purple one and the green one, and in my opinion, when I saw swatches and everything, pictures online, I was so drawn to that green palette. But in reality, when I tested one palette next to each other, I do prefer this one, and I already mentioned that, and it's just my personal preference for various reasons. I'm not gonna go in right now, but interesting thing happens. This palette, as I'm recording this, is not available, and we are having now some of these shades in the new quad is going to be released. The price dropped dramatically from her original price that it was, and the green one now is available for the lower price. But now when I divide everything, including 2 blushes that are Italian formula, 9 eyeshadows, big size mirror, okay, cardboard packaging, all good. I'm paying more for that eyeshadow quad. Oh my god, I'm paying, I'll have to do the calculations as well. So I'm paying more on eyeshadow quad for the existing shades than everything in this big palette. Oh my god, like I you know what, if I bought this palette, I would literally feel like somebody just took my money away. I'm saying this from a perspective, and I know a lot of you can relate. I love Pat Mcgrath's formula. I love most of her products. Like, I haven't tried everything, but for the most part, what I've tried and what I've seen, I love it. And she is, when it comes to formulation, special in so many ways. But we feel like we are not being listened what we have to say, and instead, because she is now not the only person involved in this, what it seems to be now huge company, but she has investors, and that means probably, like, I don't know what's going on behind the scenes, but probably that she doesn't have the impact, probably personally, as she used to have. And we can see more and more and more kind of a recycling of everything that hasn't been sold, and the products that we've seen are not focused that much, I think, on the artistry that used to be back with the beginning of especially first 3 motherships, color-wise, artistry-wise, and probably even quality-wise. It's just not the same. And obviously the brand has been spread to a majority of the audience, shades that 100% people will use and that will sell good. And whatever apparently doesn't sell good being repackaged again in some way to get used out of it or financial investment brought back. I understand that this is really expensive business, and I understand they have to make most about it. But in that case, I would love for them to be transparent. What I do really appreciate when it comes to Natasha Denona, whenever I'm buying something, I know for a fact which shade is repeated shades, or which palette is extended version, or anything what has been repeated within it, or if we have exact same shades from a big palette to a 3-pan eyeshadow palette, or 5-pan. And that is great because people that way, if they, for whatever reason financially, or maybe they're not in the need to have a 15-pan eyeshadow palette, they can try good formula for a way less. That's great. And also, like, Pat has these quads. She also has 5-pan queens, which are also amazing, especially for the price that is. These are obviously more expensive. The issue here comes with transparency, that we have to do our research in order to find out that we already have something, you know. And that's why my excitement went from here to, oh my god, I am literally having this eyeshadow palette and I didn't even know. And that's why I'm filming this video, because I just wanted to bring you the information for you to make right decision for yourself. Also, I do believe that individually, if you're not Pat Mcgrath collector or just being present within the each collection or product that has been released, this palette actually color-wise, for me personally, I cannot say that I am not interested in it. And actually this is the combination that, even though I have this palette, I haven't tried, and I like it. I really do love it now when I tried it again. And this was super quick. I had like the busiest day today and I still managed to do this really quickly. I was impressed, mainly because her shimmers are smooth. And just, by the way, if you do own any of these palettes, and if you're gonna use shimmers, whenever you're applying it with a brush, afterwards, after you use your brushes, if you're going to apply with a finger and tap, you're going to have even much sparkly effect if you want to achieve that. That's what I've done today on my eyes. And that's why a lot of the times I see Pat Mcgrath like applying this with the fingers. The last step should be the finger with this type of the shades. And also at the end, my question is, if we are having cardboard packaging on the squad, which automatically drops the price, and we have existing shades which already were produced, and obviously if you have certain shade, it shouldn't be the same as when you have to manufacture everything from scratch. Why are we paying such a huge price? I'm not gonna buy this, but for everybody else that is going to jump and buy this palette, I don't think that is worth it. Again, I never said that any of these big motherships, 2 of them, were bad. I did prefer the queens over them. And there are a couple of shades, this one being Amethyst Noir, being one of my favorites. I didn't say this is bad, but this is definitely not on a level that her motherships are. And why are we paying such a high price for that? Yeah, anyways, this is in a way so confusing, and I just wanted to share my thought. Once I realized this, I needed to just sit down and film this video. Again, I did enjoy this color storing tutorial, I really do love it. But one thing I wanted to try now when I tried this today is how, or you know what, let me just swatch this for you. So this pink, automatically for me, I went with the Mothership 11 and this beautiful rosy shade and this other pink shade. Let me just swatch one next to each other. Oh yeah, definitely different. So here we have Mothership 11 and this is from her Mega palette, and I do prefer this pink. It's gorgeous, gorgeous. Compared to this one from the big Mega palette. You know what? Now when I think about it, wow, these two. So I originally thought we are going to get something like this, and I wouldn't mind having this in a quad because this shade is stunning, you guys. So applying this one against this one, you know what? I'll definitely have to do something with this. I really do love this shade, and I'll have to do something with it. I think this is gonna be a gorgeous combo. Wow. Let me just show you the swatch on my finger, and I have an idea of what I could create with this. And the other rosy one is from the Mega, so you can see the difference, obviously. Wow. Honestly, guys, I am so disappointed. Not necessarily, not even in a quad itself, but just the whole story behind it. That's all I wanted to share. You do with this information whatever you want. Hopefully it's going to be helpful for somebody, and that is the main reason why I put this out, to give you, my audience, information that I managed to gather within this last couple of days. And I don't know, I guess my next excitement for this brand will be once the Mothership 12 comes out, and I don't think that's going to happen before the summertime, so we still have time for that, and I just hope it's going to be something way different than the last couple of Motherships, for the sake of all of us, I guess. It's been a long day. For you that are going to buy anything from this collection, happy shopping, and I believe you are going to enjoy this color story. This is going to be spectacular on a deeper skin tones, this combination specifically. So if you didn't, or you missed, or you didn't buy this Mothership, spend that much money, wait, because that Valentine's quad, it is going to, the price will drop dramatically probably, and it's going to be worth your money considering the shades that are in here, and it's really easy to apply this combo. It's nice if you are into this color story. Guys, please let me know your comments. What is going on? What do you think? What is your experience? Are you going to buy anything from this collection? For me, my main excitement now for the collection is a highlighter, which I really love the undertone, but I'm going to skip this whole collection at the end, and I will wait for something else. In the meantime, guys, have a great day. Thank you for hanging out with me, and I will see you in my next one. Thank you for watching. Bye.